Hey guys, today I'll be discussing the LGBTQIA community. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the acronym, it stands for lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer, intersex, and asexual. Well, I'm sure most of us are familiar with the first four letters of the acronym, the LGBT part, but about the other three letters. The Q in the acronym stands for queer, and according to Berkeley, it's both an umbrella term and a sexual orientation among the community. The I in the acronym stands for intersex. Intersex is a term that refers to someone whose anatomy or genetics at birth do not correspond with the typical expectations of either sex. The basic definition of asexuality usually refers to someone who's not sexually attracted to any gender. Now that I've covered the basics of the community, let's talk to some people about it. Why do they support it? Do they think JMU supports it? Why do they think it's important that people support it? And so on. Let's find out.
I think it's important to support the queer community because there's so many people that are in the queer community that they don't feel comfortable coming out because it's not supported.
I believe it's important for people to support the queer community because there's so many people out there who identify there, and I know that from experience that a lot of people go through a lot of bad things in their lives because they identify as queer, and supporting them gets them out of that depressing state of mind.
I think it's important to support the queer community because the queer community as a whole has suffered and been suppressed for a very long time, and even though we're starting to break through, I still think there's a lot left that needs to be done.
Overall, I believe that JMU is more of a tolerating campus than a supporting campus.
I don't think JMU necessarily doesn't support the queer community, but I don't think they actively support it. Like if I were to walk around in boy clothes because I'm gender fluid on the quad, I don't think that if someone was bullying me or making fun of me, that anybody would stop them.
I think JMU supports some aspects of the queer community. I wouldn't say like the queer community as a whole is very accepted. I think there's a lot of misconceptions and there's a lot of things that people don't know about. For instance, the trans community within the queer community. I feel like a lot of people don't know a lot about that, so I think once people are more educated about stuff like that, then there will be a lot more acceptance around the JMU community.
As you can see, there are many reasons why people believe that it's important to support the queer community. Me personally, I strongly believe in the cliche saying that love is love. It's really no one's place to tell someone who they can be, what they can do, etc. just because of their sexual orientation. As you saw in the interviews, it seems that many people believe that JMU is more tolerant than accepting. This isn't all bad, but it's kind of a neutral response, and neutral is really not really a bad or good thing to have. I think we should work towards more an accepting attitude towards the LGBTQIA community so we can move forward in society, do things that are bigger than these small social barriers about sexual orientation.